Hi guys, and welcome to our QR code series. So we haven't had one of these episodes in about 3 weeks because of me being away on holiday, and we didn't pick up with one last week. We just kind of kicked in with the School of Hard Knocks to fill the rest of the week after I got back and kind of adjusted myself. So super excited today to be back on this series. We haven't had one for ages. So remember, as always guys, we do these on a Wednesday every week. So if you've got any suggestions or Pokemon teams that you want to see featured on this series, do let me know in the comment section below and we'll start making a list and get them featured. Now I have got a few requests in already, but today I thought, just in this exception, I'd play something that I thought was more fitting towards what happened over the weekend. So for you at home that don't know, if I can get my words out, I got asked to commentate at the Birmingham Regional Championships. Now, over the weekend, we saw Rachel Anand, a UK player, very good player. She piloted a Tapu Lele, Driftblim, Buzzwole, and Nihiligo team. Now, the Buzzwole on that team was really instrumental with her doing so well. She piloted it absolutely brilliantly. So, I thought today it might be really cool to feature a Buzzwole team. The first Buzzwole team that came to my mind after hers was a player called Phephan from Chile. So he's a South American player. He's very well known within the community. He's very innovative with his teams and just a generally super nice guy, and he built some absolutely great team. So he built this team really early on in the format. He got over 2,000 with it on the Battle Spot Season 1 ladder, and a couple of other players have featured this team on their channels. So I thought, why not do the same? Show you guys something that you might not have seen if you haven't seen it already. So I thought it would be a lot of fun anyway. So the team is Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales, Gastrodon, Buzzwole, Muck, Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash, and Tapu Koko. So you can see Alolan Ninetales has a Sash, the Gastrodon has that Assault Vest, it has for sure, which is quite an interesting move. We've got the Rockium Z on the Buzzwole, which is super interesting, with that Stone Edge, Leech Life, and Superpower. We have Figgy Berry Muck with Flamethrower. I'm guessing that's to take care of Cortana and things like that. Sandslash with the Groundrium Z, for that big Tectonic Rage to take advantage of that. And then you've got Tapu Koko with the Magnet, which will boost the power of those electric type moves. And I'm guessing that will be Hidden Power Ice, maybe Hidden Power Fire. I should have really checked that before we start the video, because that could be quite pivotal with what we do. But regardless of that, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So I hope you like the team. I hope we find some good opponents. So I'm just going to jump straight over to my DS now, and we'll jump on to the Battle Spot ladder, find some opponents, and we'll tarnish maybe my record I have with the Flygon team. Because at the minute, as you know, if you watch the School of Hard Knocks, we are 9 wins and 1 loss. So we did pick up a loss today, which was a bit unfortunate because of a huge Draco Meteor miss, but those things happen. So let's see if we can kind of redeem our record a little bit anyway. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Seems to be taking ages. I tell you what, guys, what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for an opponent, because it seems to have just all of a sudden got dark outside, so I'm just going to switch a light on over here, and that should make it a little bit better for seeing me. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. There we go. Right, so we have an opponent, and I did turn that light on. I don't know if it's made any difference at all, but maybe has. So what we got? My opponent is running a team of Aerodactyl, Garchomp, Porygon 2, Arcanine, Tapu Fini, and Machamp. So Machamp, not one of those Pokemon you see that often, but we do need to be careful, because I've got a sneaky suspicion the strategy, what they'll do with this Machamp is lead it with that Aerodactyl. They'll go for a Skydrop, and because Machamp has no guard as its ability, it can't miss. It'll be able to hit whatever is in the sky with big, powerful fighting type attacks. It gets things like Heavy Slam, Poison Jab, Stone Edge as well. So we do need to be very careful for that. Right, what are we going to do? We could just lead off with our Ice Core. Might not be bad. I think I might just do that, to be honest. My opponent doesn't have any other weather on its team, so I think I'm going to do that. Lead off with the Ninetales Sandslash. What have we got for Porygon 2? We're going to bring Buzzwole, and let's bring... Let's bring Tapu Koko. I'm not the biggest... It's weird. I'm not the biggest fan of Tapu Koko. I used it at the very start of the season, and since then I've totally went off it, and I don't know. I feel like it's obviously a very good Pokemon in this format. It's probably one of the best Pokemon in the format. I don't know why I just don't get on with it very well anymore. It's something I want to try out and see if I can adjust to it again. Assault Vest Tapu Koko is getting very popular again now, especially with Skydrop, and that was a Pokemon I used very early on in the format. Well, it was the first Tapu Koko variant I used with the Assault Vest, but anyway, that's another thing. We'll try it maybe in this video we'll get on a bit better with it. So we see my opponent lead off with the Arcanine and the Aerodactyl. It does get the Intimidate off onto both my Pokemon, so weakening my Sandslash, which isn't ideal. We are threatened obviously from the Arcanine's big fire type attacks and the Aerodactyl's rock type attacks as well. So I think what I'm going to do here is just go for a Protect with my Ninetales, and I'm not going to waste my Tectonic Rage yet. I could just go for an Aurora Veil. Yeah, I'm going to go for an Aurora Veil, and I'm just going to go for that Tech Rage into the Arcanine. We won't pick up the KO, but we'll get some good damage onto it. Hopefully it puts it just above where its berry's meant to go. But we see a Protect come out from the Arcanine. We are going to get that Tectonic Rage off, but it is going to be into the Protect, which isn't ideal. We'll probably see the Aerodactyl just go for a Rock Slide maybe, or go for a Tailwind. Tailwind I don't mind, because then we've got the Aurora Veil up, so that does help. So let's see what this does through the Protect. Not a lot at all. And yeah, there's a Tailwind, so we get away with that slightly. So we'll get the Aurora Veil up, which does help us massively. And we're going to have to really try and adjust our board position here. So what are we going to do? The Arcanine's threatening, Flare Blitz onto either slot, and the Aerodactyl's got those big powerful Rock Slides, so we need to stall out the Tailwind here. I'd imagine my opponent probably would double into the Ninetales more than anything else, or would it? I'm going to go for a Blizzard, and I'm just going to Protect with my Sandslash. Let's see what my opponent goes for here. There's the Rock Slide. Ninetales avoids, so we get super lucky. And double into that Sandslash, so we make the right call and we get a free Blizzard off through some fortunate rolls there. Take down the Aerodactyl with the hail damage, that will be enough to take it down. So that Rock Slide miss there, super unfortunate for my opponent, but really fortunate for us. And in comes the Machamp. Not ideal, but see, I really want to get the Tapu Koko in now, so I'm gonna protect my Ninetales, and I am gonna go for an Earthquake, because even in the hail we might be faster than that Machamp. So you never know, we might be faster than the Arcanine, depends how it's trained. No, we don't. So we're gonna take a Flare Blitz. We will go down to this, but the Arcanine will take a lot of recoil damage as well, so that's a plus, I guess. And a Poison Jab coming off. So we should have really just went for the Blizzard there. Is it going to proc the berry on the Arcanine? No berry procced. Okay. What am I going to do now? Probably going to lose the Ninetales, to be honest. But actually, I'm going to bring in Buzzwole here. And I'm going to switch out. Like Ninetales is probably going to take Flare Blitz, but we do have, yeah, I'm going to switch in Tapu Koko here, preserve my Ninetales, and I'm going to go for a should I just go for a Stone Edge? Yeah, I'll just go for a... No, I'm going to go for the less risky superpower into the Arcanine. That should take it down. Because with the Aurora Veil, Tapu Koko should be able to take attacks that come out to it a lot better. Hopefully we can see a Flare Blitz into that Buzzwole slot. And we should be able to survive the Poison Jab from that Machamp. So yeah, there's the Flare Blitz. Buzzwole able to take that thanks to the Aurora Veil. Arcanine nearly going down, and Poison Jab just coming out onto the Tapu Koko from the Machamp. Doing huge damage. So we do get rid of the Arcanine. We will take an attack drop and defense drop, but we will get a Beast Boost as well. So it'll cancel out that attack drop. And the Tailwind should end now. So let's see what my opponent's last Pokemon is. And we're into the last turn of Aurora Veil as well. So it is Garchomp. Okay, if we can get rid of the Machamp here, then we've got Ninetales for Garchomp, which should be pretty easy. So I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, and I'm going to go for a Superpower into that Machamp and hope that we outspeed it with the Buzzwole and we can take it down. So no Protect coming out from my opponent. Do get the Thunderbolt off. And here's a Tectonic Rage. Hopefully this is into the Tapu Koko. And then we've just got to hope that Buzzwole outspeeds the Machamp. Oh, it's into the Buzzwole. Okay. We have had a -1 defense, so we might not be able to take this. Oh, but Buzzwole is a boss. Easy taking that. We do get the superpower off. Pick up the KO onto the Machamp. Wow. Okay. Buzzwole, hero. Do get another Beast Boost. Hail stops. I guess we had the Aurora Veil as well, so that definitely helped. So we've got a Tapu Koko. We can see I've only got Hidden Power on my Tapu Koko that I can use in this Garchomp. So I guess we'll find out now if it is Hidden Power Ice or not. So we'll go for that Hidden Power Ice, and we will go for just a Superpower into the Garchomp. I doubt we'll get it off, but you never know. So what is this? Definitely not Hidden Power Ice. I think it might be Hidden Power, like Poison maybe. But at least we know that the Garchomp isn't Scarfed, so we're quite fortunate to have the Ninetales in the back. We are sashed, so we can just bring it in, set the Hail back up on the field, and just start blizzarding for the win. Yeah, so I imagine it might be Hidden Power Poison, maybe. That could kind of make sense for the early format when this team was built. Could be Hidden Power. Yeah, it must be Hidden Power Poison, or it could be Fire as well. So we'll just go for Blizzard, and that should be game. Yep. Great, nice, good game to my opponent, and not a bad start. We got very lucky that second turn with the Rock Slide miss, but like I say, you have to take the good with the bad. We had that Draco Meteor miss earlier on, today's episode of School of Hard Knocks, so evening itself out a little bit, but still not nice for my opponent, that's the thing. But very good game, enjoyable, and the Ninetales coming in handy at the end. So we will just jump straight back on to the battle spot ladder and try and find our next opponent. What music should we go for? Lucamine version 1. Let's go for that. We haven't had that in a while. And we have our next opponent from California, 1533 rating, running a team of Garchomp, Porygon Z, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Lollimuck, and a Gastrodon. So Gastrodon here for us is actually not too bad. It's got the Assault Vest as well, so even things from the Porygon Z it'll be able to tank very well. It'll be able to do decent damage to the Arcanine. Does it have... I don't suppose it will have an Ice type move for the Garchomp, but... So we just got for sure Scald. That does have Ice Beam, so that's pretty nice. So it is like really decent here actually. I don't think I'll lead with it though, I think I'll take it in the back. But what am I going to do? My opponent's probably going to lead off with the Arcanine. So we could lead off with our Muck. Muck's probably not a bad lead here. With Tapu Koko, potentially. Yeah. Let's go Gastrodon. And then, yeah, we're going to have to bring Gastrodon, and I think we're going to need Buzzwole because we've not got a lot to hit the opposing Muck with outside of the Fissure. But you never know, we might get style points and land a Fissure from that Gastrodon. We might need to, so I think my opponent's Muck is going to cause us a lot of problems, and we might have needed to bring the Sand Slash with that Tectonic Rage. It would have given us a good answer to that, but we haven't got it, so we'll have to deal with it without it. So we'll lead off Tapu Koko Muck. We see Arcanine and Porygon Z come out from my opponent. So this could be a conversion, Porygon Z. So we do need to be very careful of that. Arcanine does get the Intimidate off into both my Pokemon. I imagine it probably is conversion, Porygon Z. So probably better off just going Poison Jab and T-Bolt into that. Try double into it. If it does go for the conversion, at least we'll get a big T-Bolt off onto it, and then, you know, we might be able to get poison onto it, which would be handy. So we don't see any conversion or anything like that. We just see it go straight for a Tri Attack. We get the T-Bolt off into it. Pick up the KO, which is really nice. So I wonder if that was Scarf then. Yeah, it obviously was, because it went sped the Tapu Koko. I'm going to see all-out offense from my opponent, just launching a big Z move. Inferno Overdrive. Probably be into that Muck, seeing as my opponent did target into it, just to get rid of it off the field, I'd imagine. But it's into the Tapu Koko. Okay, Koko we're going to lose here. And we'll get the Poison Jab off into the Arcanine. Doing decent enough damage. No poison. Here I'll bring in... Yeah, I'll bring in Gastrodon here. Because we probably see Garchomp maybe come in on the other side of the field. Oh no, it is Gastrodon, so that's fine. Don't mind that at all. But we can't use any water type attacks, that's the problem. We can go for a Fissure though into the Arcanine slot. I'm quite tempted to actually just do that. I'm going to go for a knockoff into the Gastrodon, and I'm going to go for a Fissure into the Arcanine slot. Because unless the opposing Gastrodon has Muddy Water, we don't need to worry about any water type attacks coming out onto our Muck. So there's a Flare Blitz. This will probably be into the muck. This will just proc our berry. Shouldn't take us down. Oh, it does. Not ideal. We go for the Fissure. It does miss. And we see a Sludge Bomb come out from Gastrodon. Guessing trying to go for the poison on us. Doesn't get it, fortunately for us, which is nice. So we'll bring in Buzzwole. Right. I could go for the Z move onto the Arcanine here. But we will take a Flare Blitz, and it's a very offensive Arcanine, as we've seen. It does a lot of damage, so it's probably better off us just going for that Fissure again into the Arcanine. Just try our luck again. It's going to go for a Protect this turn. I'm probably just going to take another Sludge Bomb. I don't think Fissure is the right play here at all. We should have just been Sludge Bombing into the Arcanine, to be honest. Now we can't Protect, but we can't really go for a Z move. Could go for the Z move into the Arcanine. It's going to waste it, to be honest, because the Arcanine is going to take so much recoil damage. I don't want to. I'm just going to go for a plain Stone Edge into that slot, and I'm going to go for a Fissure into the opposing Gastrodon. So we see the Flare Blitz. Hopefully Buzzwole can take this. Just about. Not ideal. Hopefully we hit our Stone Edge. Accuracy moves. Okay, so we lose the Buzzwole. We should have went for the Z move, but I didn't really want to waste it. That's the issue. So we've not got many Fissures left. Oh well, we've got 5, so we can go for. I will go for it again into that opposing Gastrodon. Hopefully we hit. Once we get rid of that, it makes our life a lot easier, but this Arcanine having Snarl, not ideal. Come on, I want to just hit one Fissure. It will make it worthwhile. The Electric Terrain disappears. Let's go for it again. The Arcanine, I guess, is just going to keep snarling. We've not played this too well, to be honest. But I don't think the team matchup was too great either. Yeah, we could have just Sludge Bombed when we had the chance and gone into the Arcanine, got rid of it way earlier than we did instead of wasting time going for Fissures. Probably definitely not the best idea to do that. So we're just going to take another Snarl. But come on, let's hit a Fissure. Oh, come on! This is the worst. I keep saying it's not the best play to be making, but I constantly keep going for it. I think that Gastrodon on the other side of the field will protect this turn, so we'll go for the Sludge Bomb this time. Hopefully, we're not going to KO the Arcanine now after the 2 Snarls that we've had. We've seen Extreme Speed, no Protect come out though, and just a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, and an Ice Beam, which probably will pick up the KO here. Yeah, and that match is over with. Thank goodness. That was pretty bad, pretty bad. So what we're going to do, guys, because that was not how I wanted to end the episode, we'll have one more game, and we're not going to play. We're not going to play for this the style points with the Fissure. We'll just play it straight up, and obviously as well, because we haven't had one of these for a while, so let's have one more game. No, we do not want to save that battle video. No one wants to see that battle video again. So yeah, oh, we take a tanked our points, but I'm literally going to blame the music that we picked there. We always pick Title League Defense, and it normally goes away. And I think the Lucamine version 1 music is just a bad luck. It just brought us bad luck. Bad vibes in the brain, making us want to go for the fissure. It's all the music's fault. Nothing to do with me trying to be greedy and try and get myself out of a bad situation. To be honest though, like if I was serious about looking at the battle, losing the Tapu Koko early on wasn't ideal. But I think Volt switching in that situation would have probably been better. We should have Volt switched out onto the Arcanine and got something like Buzzwole maybe in, or the Gastrodon in at that point. Yeah, would have been better. And then just went for a knockoff or a poison jab onto the Porygon 2, just to get some damage off onto it, and then preserve the Tapu Koko for later in the game. That would have probably been the better thing to do. Like a knockoff into that Porygon Z would have knocked off the Scarf at that point. Although when we kind of expected it to become version, I probably would have poison jabbed into it, but you don't know how much damage that would have done, especially after you Intimidate. I think that would have set us up a bit better anyway, but we'll try and redeem ourselves in this match because we have our next opponent and they're running a team of Tapu Lele, Garchomp, Kartana, Arcanine, Metagross and Drifblim. So we have that Tapu Lele Drifblim core there, the Arcanine support, the Garchomp with the ground stabs that can take advantage of that next to that Drifblim, and we've got a double steel core with Kartana and Metagross. Metagross able to take advantage of that psychic terrain, and the Kartana just generally a pest and pretty decent. So what we're going to do, I think we should probably lead off with our Sandslash Ninetales here. Muck's going to be very good, I feel, in this match, and possibly Tapu Koko, so we can change the terrain as well. So we'll lock in with those four. I think that's probably the best call for this match. Buzzwole might be good here, but we are threatened by Will-O-Wisps from the Drifblim. The Tapu Lele threatens it with Psychic type attacks, and there's that Metagross as well, which we can't really touch too much. So I think we'll probably pick the better slots out of the team that we had available to us. I'd be surprised if we don't see Tapu Lele, maybe Arcanine lead on my opponent's end. But it is just the Tapu Lele and the Drifblim. Okay. So we'll probably see the Drifblim, I'd imagine, go for a Tailwind here. And the Lele, I would probably expect it to protect. But yeah, I probably do expect it to protect, to be honest. Thing is, we can go for an Icicle Crash into the Drifblim. Because we'll get the... Yeah, I'm going to do that actually, because we're going to get the... Yeah, we're going to get the Aurora Veil up before the Lele moves, so we should be alright. No Protect come out from that Lele though, so we could have went for an Iron Head into it. We will get the Icicle Crash off into this Drifblim. This should do really good damage. Picking up the kill, really nice. And we'll get this Aurora Veil off, which will just bolster our defences for the next few turns while we try and stall out that Tailwind. And we see a Psychic, probably into the Ninetales, yeah. And the Tapu Lele revealing that it is Life Orbed. So we'll probably see maybe the Metagross or the Arcanine here. My opponent's brought either. And it is that Metagross. Right, so we've got the Muck in the back, which I'm going to bring in now for the Ninetales, and I'm just going to protect my Sandslash. Because we want to try and preserve the Sandslash for later in the game with the Ninetales. Once the Tailwinds ran out, we've got the Tectonic Rage for the Metagross, we've got the Iron Head for the Tapu Lele. So we want to try and keep both of those sticking around until as late as we can. So So we will bring in Muck. Hopefully we see a Psychic into that slot. That would be amazing. But we just see the Tapu Lele protect here. What are we going to see the Metagross go for? And an Earthquake. Not ideal. Yeah, because Muck takes huge damage from that. Doing 50%. We'll just proc our berry though and put us back up to full health. I think I'm gonna have to maybe sacrifice my Ninetales. Yeah, I'm going to sack the Ninetales here. I'm going to switch out my Sand Slash, preserve it, switch in the Ninetales, protect the Muck. And then we'll at least be able to get Sand Slash in the next turn. Tailwind should have ended by then. We can start threatening things with the Slush Rush ability that it has. Just see a Psychic into the Ninetales slot. And what we're going to see this Metagross go for. An Earthquake again, kind of indicating that it might be Choice Band. So it is going to hit that Tapu Lele. I don't know how good a move that was for my opponent, to be honest. Taking a round of hail damage. And well, there is one more turn of Tailwind. So I'll bring in the Sand Slash now. Muck. I'm gonna go for a knockoff into the Metagross with my Muck. I kind of almost expect the Tapu Lele to protect here. Really. Yeah, there's the protect from the Tapu Lele. So we'll see another Earthquake come out. But we know from the damage the previous turn where we switch Muck in, it can take an Earthquake. So we do protect our Sand Slash though, more importantly. Muck does hang on, so we'll get a knockoff into this Metagross, which should knock off, and we should see a Choice Band, I'd imagine. Yeah. Yep. It's nice. And the Tailwind pairs out. So here, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to waste my Tectonic Rage, I'm just going to go for an Earthquake, because that should be enough. We know that Metagross's Choice Band doesn't have Protect. The Tapu Lele protected the turn before, we are going to outspeed both, so we should be able to pick up a double KO here. So we'll get the Protect off with Muck. And we'll get that Earthquake off. And my opponent down to his last Pokemon now, so it'll be interesting to see what he's got. I wonder if it is the Garchomp, maybe. The hail does stop though. And our Aurora Veil does go away, so is Cortana. Okay. But we do have that nice Flamethrower tech on our Muck, so we'll just go for the Flamethrower. And I'm going to go for a Tectonic Rage as well, while we've got the opportunity to. So that Katana can only attack into one slot. I imagine it'll probably go into the Sand Slash here. Maybe not, expecting to protect there, so... See Smart Strike come out, it is into the Muck. Will take us down. We will see a Beast Boost. But we don't need to worry about that too much, because we're going to get a Tectonic Rage off here, at least breaking potential Sash. We should do decent damage as well. Won't pick up the KO, but then we've got Tapu Koko in the back to bring in, and just fire off a T-bolt to win us the game. Or it should go like that. And that kind of makes up for that silly match, game 2, that we were faffing around with for sure. So we do just over 50%, and we've got Tapu Koko to come in and clean up for us. So we should be outspeeding Cotton. We don't know if it's sashed or not, but it can't really double target us with anything. So unless it's got Razor Leaf, but if it was Scarf, it would be locked into Smart Strike. So we should be all right. So no Scarf. And we just get the T-bolt off and we'll pick up a win there. So good game to my opponent and a nice way to finish the episode. Like I say, makes up for that silly game, game 2 of this episode. But guys, we'll call it a day there. We had a really good first game. Second game, messed around with for sure. Got greedy, tried to show off on camera, and it didn't pay off, did it? We just got made to look silly, but made up for it there. Team is really fun to play. I will leave a link for the team that Phephan created in the description below, so if you want to go and try it out on the Battle Spot ladder, you can just click on the link, follow it through to the global link, and find the QR code to put onto your DS and try out as much as you want. I do really like Sandslash alone. Sandslash is very cool Pokemon. I like it with the Tectonic Rage as well. It gives you nice options against things like Arcanine, Metagross, Muck, etc. like that you normally wouldn't be able to hit for very much damage. Things like Arcanine make it hard to play though, and Arcanine's very popular in this format, so it is very difficult. The Intimidate doesn't help it too much, but if you can find ways around that, then and including it in the team, it's a very good Pokemon. And obviously the Hail Core does a really good job against things like Garchomp, and you saw throughout pretty much every match that we brought, game 1 and game 3 that we've had this episode, how crucial the Aurora Veil is there, especially in that last game when that Choice Band Metagross was firing off those big earthquakes, meaning that the Muck was taking just under 50% damage from them, and allowing it to survive and pick up the damage that it needed to for the rest of the team to kind of operate pretty well. So yeah, very good team, really enjoy it, would recommend you guys go and try it. But if you've enjoyed this episode, guys, please leave a like on the video, it's really appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, just so you keep up to date with these episodes, School of Hard Knocks, Battle Spot Doubles series, and MBL Season 2 stuff as well. So we are playing Team Cyberbars this week. Team building video will be on Hibiki's channel on Friday, and the battle itself will be on my channel on Saturday. So do stay tuned for that, guys. If you've got any comments or questions or anything like that about this episode or the team or anything like that, just leave them in the comment section below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. But we will be back tomorrow with an episode of our Battle Spot Double series, and then we'll finish off the week with a School of Hard Knocks episode on Friday. So do stay tuned for that, guys. Have a great night, whatever you're doing, or whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Just take care of yourselves, have fun, and until tomorrow, I will see you then. So until then, guys, bye-bye!